It's been way too long. So I am nice and cozy today. I got me blankets and I'm sitting on a blanket. How you been? The last time I filmed, I haven't even edited that video yet. It was in January, like the middle of January, and it's March 2nd. It is March 2nd, guys. That is... I'm chugging along. I am surviving. Trying to thrive, but you know these colonizers, man, they're doing their big one right now. So I've been trying to ground. And I was trying to be hard on myself a little bit, but like really self-reflecting and looking at like the planets and everything that's happening. Mind you, not an astrologer. I am not an astrologer, but the information I learned from astrologers, I try to retain it as best as I can, especially when I know these planets are gonna mess with me. I do my best. And I realized, you know how, what is it, the Chinese New Year? Is it the Lunar New Year? It just started, right? Like the middle of February. And what was it, like the wood snake year ended and then the fire horse year just started. Man, no joke. Like, I am so affected by these planets, it's not even funny, in the way of, I was kind of going back to my old habits and patterns and self-sabotaging and letting those negative voices beat me up. Even though I'm now at this point where like, I'm done with that. I am so done with that cycle, like so frustrated with myself within that cycle that I can't anymore. Like, it's not even how do I get out. It's like, I cannot do this anymore. I can't. So this last little go around, like this last month, couple months of this 2026, I really like went back into like all the habits and patterns and cycles that do not resonate with me anymore, that do not align with me. And as I was sitting in it, I think I needed to do it one more time, like to really show myself that I'm no longer aligned with those actions and habits and self-sabotaging. I have outgrown it. And I think I just needed to sit in it like one more time and really see, like, do I really want to use like substances and different things to run from myself just because other people were scared of my creativity and like my abilities to do things? I can continue those projections onto me, but that's made my life so crappy and miserable. I don't want it no more. I've worked so hard to draw boundaries with everyone around me. Now it's like boundaries within myself and the bully that I created within myself. So I'm done with that. The bully part of me, that part of like Jay said, that's a bully, goodbye. She gone. Not really bully to other people, but myself, yes. But she's not. She ain't welcome. Because life's too short, and we are spirits. We are infinite beings inside of a human meat suit that we curated ourselves. We didn't come to Uchimaka, Grandmother Earth, to suffer and benefit, have our suffering benefit a very small amount of people, the colonizers, and then go on to our next life. It's not why we came here. We came here to coexist with each other, experience all of our relatives on Uchimaka. When I say all our relatives, I mean all the living beings that have spirits. The trees, the grass, the plants, the little squirrel neighbor in your tree. All of them beings, a bird flying above you, they're all our relatives. And we all came here to experience each other. It's as simple as that. So moving forward, I am no longer going to allow fear to hold me back. In a lot of my life, I didn't do that. I was very fearless when I was younger, like a kid and a teenager. I did so many things that scared me. And I was so happy. It was scary, but all those things all turned out to be very beautiful moments. So I'm going to be way more fearless, like my inner teen. And I've been doing things that really get me out of my comfort zone. And I know very soon I'm going to be surrounded by people that I have prayed for. People that create themselves and that just want to experience me for me, and that will love my creations and light up as much as I do when I'm doing something that makes me happy. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited, and I'm happy I didn't beat myself up for taking some steps back, for going back into cycles that I'm no longer aligned with. I just needed to sit in them and like learn, I don't ever want to sit in this again. This is the last time. I need to feel it and go through it. I can't go around it. I can't run away from it. I have to go through it. So going through it, and I am living my life. I'm living my life for me. For me. And I do not care about outside validation anymore. My ancestors, my spirit team have worked hard to teach me that the only validation I need is from myself. I don't need it from other people. I just need it from myself, because that gives so much so much of your power to another being. And I am no longer doing that in my life anymore. I am worthy of living the life my spirit came here to live. I am no longer going to lessen myself or put on 1,000 masks to be validated by people around me. If people around me don't see me, they don't understand me. They're just not my people anymore, or never were. We're not aligned. So many things. And I am done trying to control and like hold on to things so tight, because what's meant for me won't leave me, and what's meant for me will find me. So I'm done like holding on for dear life thinking that will protect me. I'm fully releasing control, and every time I say that, my spirit team, they be testing me. So I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever y'all bring me. And I just feel so light. I feel so light. Even though I've lost so many people. Whether to the spirit world or having to let people go that are still on Uchimaka Grandmother Earth because we're not aligned, or they don't respect my boundaries. So many things. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for the longest time, like one of my biggest, I have so many lessons. I came here this go around in Uchimaka in this meat soup. But one of the biggest ones from like when I was tiny was my fear of being alone. I've had that fear since I was like born. So I know that comes from other lives. And it was constantly in my face. And I was like forced to be alone a lot of my life. I was forced to. And I used to think for the longest that Tunkashila Okantanka, which is like the creator, hated me because of it. I'm like, why do you make my life so hard? Like, what is wrong with me where you just make my life hard? You want me to be alone and like all these things. And that's not what was happening. I was being taught that it's okay to be alone, and just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. And I know that also I got a lot of people, like lost hurting people in my life from a young age, to learn how to stick up for myself, to learn that just because this is what I have been given doesn't mean this is what I deserve. What am I going to do to change this? How am I going to get the life that I deserve and be surrounded by people that see me, that love me unconditionally, that do not project their own pains and cycles onto me, that are willing to do the work, to do the shadow work, to go to therapy if they can, to do whatever they need to so they're no longer a hurt person hurting people. How do I get there? And it took years. And honestly, I asked my ancestors and my spirit team to lead me, and I'd follow them, and it took me down many paths. And like that journey I'm creating in a whole project, so you're gonna hear the whole journey because it is very eventful. Choosing yourself and your spirit, and choosing the life that your spirit came here to live, is not easy, especially in a society that's created by colonizers, right? Because they created this society only to benefit them. That's it. Your spirit does not care about that society in any way. That society is so little and tiny and young compared to our infinite spirit life, right? So your spirit came here for so much more than that very limiting thing that was forced on us, unfortunately. And I am done settling. So many women in my family and ancestry have had to only survive. I'm done doing that. I'm done surviving. I want to thrive. I want everybody to be able to like freaking frolic in the sunflower fields, running, laughing with each other, jumping in some giant bouncy castles, and then having lunch together, and everybody just living life together without having to be violent and territorial and superior and all this really weird stuff. To say you're advanced and to believe in those things makes no sense. But so here I am, dreaming big. I'm gonna be so delusional, I do not care anymore. Anybody else that can't reach that level of delusional, I understand. But this is where I am, and I came here to help a lot of people, and to explore and eat a lot of food. And to do that, I have to be me. And really think the Lulu. The Lulu. The Lulu. Because we're magic. We are magic. Anytime those voices come in saying my dreams are too big or whatever, it's impossible, you're wrong. You're wrong, negative voices. It's happening. And I am recording me and showing me to show you that whatever is calling your spirit, you can live that life. Because my dreams seemed impossible. Like when I was little, all these things that I'm now pursuing, I've always been called to, but I was told like all those things were like 1 in a million, and I'm not that one. But through my journey, I learned all of us are magic. All of us are that 1 in a million. We're taught that only like the very few get chosen for a reason. They want to limit our magic for a reason. Oh, you're only magical if you get chosen to be magical. Choose yourself to be magical. I'll tell you right now, the universe, your spirit team, they're gonna be like 10 toes right behind you, ready to go. Ready, because your ancestors, our ancestors, prayed for us. Like, especially if you're a BIPOC, they prayed for us. We are their answered prayers. And it's not gonna be easy bringing like a life of peace, but our future generations deserve it. They deserve it. And it's gonna happen. And it's happening by us making a safe space for ourselves and our spirit. Because when you do it for yourself, then you can do it for the people around you. No matter how scary these colonizers make it around us, I'm going to always hold on to the fact that spirit, ancestors, creator, all the spirits foretold that us, the seventh generation, are the ones that are going to bring the beginning of the peace, the beginning of the world where we coexist with all of our relatives, and we take care of her as a sacred grandmother earth that she is, a sacred being that allows us to live life, and all of our relatives that are just as important as her, coexisting with them. No longer having like a hierarchy of superiority and like one's better than the other. Matakuye oyase. That's what I'm Lakota, and that's what we say at the end of a prayer. It means my relations. We are all related. That's like the best way to move. That's the best way to move. And that's how I'm going to move. I've always moved. Matakuye oyase. We are all related. And we are all going to live the lives our spirits came here to live. Our inner child and our inner teen are going to be having a party inside our human meat suit, inside our spirit every day, because we're going to be doing what makes us happy. That doesn't even have to mean like big careers or anything. It literally could be you just take 30 minutes a day to play with some clay, because you've always wanted to play with clay. Or you take up painting because you've always wanted to paint. Or you just try cooking because you always wanted to cook. So many things. We came here to experience human life, and colonizers made it so complex, making us think that you had to follow these certain rules that don't make sense, and then you have to like hit these milestones to be considered like living a good life and to be respected and worthy and all this stuff. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. As long as you got shelter, you got food, which everybody should be given automatically, and you are not hurting other living beings, who cares how you live your life? Who cares? Like the people that compete with like, I got more money than you, I got more things than you. Tell you right now, I've been around millionaires that were very unhappy. None of that matters. Like everything outside you don't matter. It's the peace you bring within yourself. So you will be sobbing, you will be angry, you will be feeling all your feelings, making a safe space for your spirit. But it is worth all of it. It's worth all the tears, it's worth all the screaming. It's worth everything. Because when you can just sit with yourself and feel peace and look in the mirror and see the beautiful being that you are and admire the beautiful being that you are in your gorgeous meat suit, that's just such a wonderful feeling. And everybody deserves to feel that, and if you don't right now, it's okay. It took me a very long time to get here. Be kind and gentle with yourself. That's like the biggest thing. Being kind and gentle and patient with yourself, and you will bring the peace. And it may be messy, and it may not be peaceful bringing the peace to yourself. Like you may have to cut people off or have strong boundaries, so many things. But you deserve to feel at peace with yourself. It's the best feeling. Like I've hit this point, no money could disturb my peace. Ever. It is way too precious. And I'm very grateful. Never did I think I'd be able to feel peace. It's the best. It's worth all of it. Everything. I'm gonna make a snacky. I am hungry. And I'm gonna create. And I know right now it seems impossible to want to dream. Like, so many people are barely surviving. So please be kind and gentle with yourself. Take it slow. But if a dream keeps whispering in your ear, something keeps calling your spirit, there's a reason. There's a reason. And I recommend following it if you want to go on an adventure. Listen to the voices. As long as they're not telling you to hurt yourself or other beings. Let's go on an adventure. Adventure! Adventure! Thank you for spending your precious time and energy with me. We are living our dreams, and we are such beautiful beings. Anyone else projecting, making us feel any other way, goodbye. Goodbye. Until next time, I'll see you later. Dokshake. 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 I'll see you later.